We started over $250 million of development and redevelopment projects in 2023, and we expect to start a similar amount in 2024. And we are one of the only national developers that are able to execute that today, because that goes to our balance sheet and our ability to fund that.
Joining me today is Lisa Palmer, President and CEO of Regency Centers Corporation. Can you point to an aspect of your latest earnings report that you feel especially highlights Regency's broader strategy?
Yes, so we often at Regency talk about the combination of unparalleled strategic advantages. So there are 4 things that we believe combined really differentiate us from the rest of the sector. One is our national portfolio of close to 500 shopping centers across the United States in the top markets. 2 is our proven track record and successful development program. 3, our people. So we have 23 offices across the United States and experienced, talented team in each of those offices. And then finally, the strength of our balance sheet. In fact, in February, Moody's upgraded us to A3, so we are now the only A-rated shopping center company, only A-rated company in the sector.
So Lisa, what are some of the key issues you see impacting your sector in the next 6 to 12 months?
So for the shopping center sector, I think one of the key issues that is impacting us as well as with all the others is the overall macroeconomic environment. And consumers are facing a lot of inflation, price increases, uncertainty with regards to that, higher interest rates. And so they've become very, I want to say, price sensitive, if you will. And retailers have had a difficult time recently passing on their cost increases in the form of price increases. So that is something that we're all monitoring very closely. The good thing for Regency is that our shopping centers are primarily grocery anchored in above average trade area demographically. So why that's a good thing is, 1, the grocery anchor side, so our merchandising mix, if you will, is necessity, convenience, value. So those areas where perhaps the consumers do not need to be as price sensitive, and the consumers in our trade areas with above average household incomes tend to be able to absorb any price increases a little bit more. So definitely the overall macroeconomic environment with inflation is one that we're monitoring really closely. And then also interest rates. And are they going to be higher for longer? And what does that do to the retailer's business, which would then impact ours?
And what issues do you expect to be prioritizing at Regency for the short to medium term?
As I just mentioned, we have 4 kind of pillars, strategic advantages. When I think about the areas of focus for us in the short to medium term, 1 is to continue to focus on our national development program platform. We started over $250 million of development and redevelopment projects in 2023, and we expect to start a similar amount in 2024. And we are one of the only national developers that are able to execute that today, because that goes to our balance sheet and our ability to fund that. And then 2, I would say the leasing pipeline, the executed leases, so leases that we have signed but have not yet rent commenced. The spread between percent leased and percent commenced is 370 basis points today. That represents almost $50 million of rent that we need to commence. So we are very focused on getting those tenants in, open, and rent paying.